Topic: synthesis of sentences. Synthesis. In synthesis, two or more sentences are joined together. In this topic, I will teach you the formation of simple sentences. What is simple sentences? A simple sentence has only one subject and one final verb. Only one subject and one predicate. Understand? Here, the simple sentences are joined by using phrase. Now, here on the board, the participle. What is participle? I am going to teach you the use of participle. Participle is a verbal adjective. There are three kinds of participle: present participle, past participle, or perfect participle. Present participle is formed by adding ing with the first form of verb. What is the first form? Base form: sleep, walk, jump. So with the first form of verb, understand, plus ing, so you will add ing with the first form of verb. Walk, walking, jump, jumping, see, seeing, run, running. Understand? Now, present participle. Here, the tiger was hungry. He killed a boar. When did you use the present participle? Some rules. First rules: two verbs go together. दो काम साथ साथ चलते हैं. Second point: the second verb is the result of first verb. The doer, जो करने वाला है, is one, is the same, वही होता है. Second verb is the result of first verb. दूसरा काम, जो पहला काम है, जो किया जाता है, उसका ही दूसरा काम परिणाम होता है. वह क्रिया, the verb which shows that the verb has started, that verb should be changed into the present participle. Understand? And the second and the verb of the other sentences will remain unchanged, will remain the same. Now, the tiger was hungry, he killed a goat. Here, tiger was hungry, tiger killed a goat. The verbs are different. Was, here killed. The participle of was, present participle of was, being, is, am, was, were. The participle of is, am, was, were, being. So here you will write being hungry, subject, the tiger. So being hungry, the tiger killed a goat. After the participle, you will mark the comma. Being hungry, comma, the tiger killed a goat. Next point: the people saw the flames. They run towards the burning house. Here, the the people. In the both sentence, the doer are the people. Who saw the flames? The people saw the flames. Who ran toward the burning house? The people ran toward the burning house. The verbs are different. Here saw, here run. Two verbs go together. When they saw, they run towards the burning house. Understand? Now try to combine saw into first form seeing. Participle seeing the flames. The people run towards the burning house. The second part is the result. Why did the people run? Because they saw the flames. Next point, I saw a man. He was blind. He was carrying a lamp in his hand. Here, who was carrying a lamp? A blind man was carrying a lamp. Understand? Who saw? I saw. I is the subject. And you will always remember that if the participle is qualified, if the participle qualify the noun, it will be put before the noun, near the noun, and if it qualifies the object, then it will be put near the object. Understand? So first point, there are three sentences. I saw a man. Here first verb, I saw. There are three sentences. Now the blind is adjective. You will use the blind before a man. Before man. Saw into the first verb seeing. Saw, see. ing, seeing. Seeing a blind man. Sorry. I saw a man. He was blind. Here the past present participle. Carrying a lamp in his hand. This phrase does not qualify I, but it qualifies a blind man. So it will be put near the blind man. Understand? Again, try again. I saw. Here you will not change saw or into see or seeing. This will remain unchanged. I saw a blind man carrying a lamp in his hand. Understand? Now next point. I saw a man. He was smoking a cigarette. Here you will find the same point. I saw a man. The object here is smoking a cigarette. The phrase is qualifying a man. So it will be put after the man. Now I saw a man smoking a cigarette. Correct? This is present participle and it is qualifying a man. What is man doing? Man was smoking a cigarette. Next point. Turn to the right. You will then find the house. First point, turn to right. What will be the result? You will find the house. Now, second point is the result. Here, turn to the right. So, turning to right. It will be changed into the present participle by adding ing. Turning to the right, comma, you will then will be removed. You will not write then into the combined sentence. Turning to the right, you will find the house. Thank you. Now, the topic perfect participle. Perfect participle having plus third form in active voice. Having mean plus third form in passive voice. Perfect participle is formed by having or having been, by using having or having been before the third form of verb. It represents an action, completed action, past time. Here, some sentences are given. You will find the second verb is the result of first verb, and there will be interval between the verbs. Understand? And then you will find the meaning of those sentences. Then you will find that the verb which shows the complete action, that will be changed into the perfect participle. Perfect participle, you know, having plus third form, having been plus third form. If the sentence is in active voice, then you will use having plus third form. If the passive voice, you will use having been plus third form. Now the sentences are given. He finished his work. He went home. First point, he finished his work. It means the work was done completely. The work shows that the first work was done completely and second work has started. Now he finished his work. This is verb. The doer is the same he and he, but the verbs are given different. The different verbs are given. Here finished, here went. Now try to combine the both sentences. Having finished his work, comma, he went home. Next point, she had completed her written work. She went to market. First work has been finished. Doer is same. She, here also she. The different verbs are given. Completed and went. The second verb is the result of first verb. There is interval. First he completed, she completed, and then she went. Now combine. She had completed. Here, having completed her written work, she went to market. Both have the same. Both sentences are combined by the same rules. Here, having finished his work, he went home. Here, having completed her written work, she went to market. Next point, she was punished by teacher. This is passive voice. She was punished. Sorry, he was punished. He felt sorry. Now this is passive. Now it will be, here you will use having been plus third form. Understand? This is the result. But here he was punished. In the place of was, you will use having been punished by the teacher. He felt sorry. You will not use having, but having been, because this is passive. So you will use having been punished by the teacher. He felt sorry. Next point, the servant swept the room. He went away. Now, first work, the sweeping of the room was complete. Then he started. Next work, he went away. First he swept, then he went away. There is interval. पहले उसने अपना कमरा साफ किया, थोड़ी देर रुकने के बाद ही went away. दोनों काम एक सेकेंड रिजल्ट. फर्स्ट जो किया गया है वो स्वीपिंग है, तो ये प्रेजेंट में है, सॉरी वो एक्टिव में है, तो प्रेजेंट में नहीं एक्टिव में है. तो द सर्वेंट स्वेप्ट, हियर यू विल यूज हैविंग. स्वीप, स्वेप्ट, सॉफ्ट. तो हैविंग स्वेप्ट द रूम, द सर्वेंट वेंट अवे. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, ही एट हिज फूड, ही वेंट आउट टू प्ले. पहला काम भोजन लेना, खाना, उसके बाद खेलने के लिए जाना. खाते खाते कोई खेलने के लिए नहीं जाता है. जब वह काम भोजन ले लेता है, then he had taken the food. then he went out to play, जब तब खेलने के लिए जाता है। तो यहाँ पर जो फर्स्ट वर्क है वो भोजन लेना है, उसको कंप्लीट हो गया है, तब दूसरा काम चालू हुआ खेलने के लिए जाना। और ये एक्टिव में है, he ate his food, यहाँ पर having eaten his food, having inactive voice, having eaten, having eaten his food, he went out to play. In this way, you will try to combine these sentences into one simple sentence.